continue as we have a little warming trend at least through the middle of this week. But in other good news, we're much clearer today than what we saw yesterday. So plenty of sunshine, dry conditions, as you can see on our satellite. Not seeing a single cloud for us in our area, which is really good. But let's talk about some of those temperatures. So we are a little bit warmer, like I mentioned, compared to what we experienced yesterday. So as we take a look at some of the areas and what we're experiencing. So right now in YPG, let's go ahead and take a look. 92 degrees for YPG, for us 94. Moving over to El Centro, we're sitting about 92. So still seeing those 90s, still sticking with us as of right now. But here's some things that I am tracking as we get ready to continue with our weekend, more so this weekend. So highs will continue to stay in those 90s and above average. We will start to cool things down going into Thursday, but still, again, we'll be in those 90s. More clouds will also move in on Thursday, but we do have a weather pattern change to bring us some pretty big changes for our weekend ahead, and we may actually have some rain opportunities. I'll talk more about that and when we can expect it in my full weather forecast for tomorrow. But as we take a live look on our News 11 Skycam, sponsored by El Centro Motors Ford, a pretty great view, clear, and much more sunshine out there compared to yesterday. So all really good things, but temperatures a little bit warmer. We hit a high of 95 degrees for us here in Yuma, so we were in those mid 90s for this afternoon, but now we're starting to cool off. As you can see, 93 for us here in Yuma, 96 in Welton and Tacna, 92 for Imperial, and also El Centro. So we will continue to cool things down a little bit, which will be great because we're heading into the evening. So of course, once that sun goes down, it will feel a little bit more mild and more comfortable out there. 90 degrees at 7 o'clock though, so we are going to be experiencing our evenings to be a little bit warmer as those temperatures rise in the afternoon. And then we will have 82 degrees at 9 o'clock and those lower 70s overnight. Clear skies will be with us, calm conditions, and also very light winds. So if you are going to be heading out and about, it's Taco Tuesday. It will be still great to spend some time on the patio eating some tacos, or if you want to stay indoors, whichever you're more comfortable with. We will have great conditions for this evening, just being a little warm. But speaking of our evening, we've been having some really great sunsets. Here's a look at one of those, very colorful, beautiful. I know we've had some clouds last week, so it still brought out those beautiful colors for sure. So thank you to all the viewers who continue to share photos just like this. If you happen to have a photo, you can scan this QR code. It'll take you directly to the website so you can upload photos there. So keep them coming. Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, some slight changes from our 5 o'clock, but mainly moderate conditions still reading for Imperial Valley, but still not too bad. We will continue to have our temperatures, like I said, warming up through the week, or at least through the middle of this week. This ridge of high pressure will stay in place, keeping us warm and dry. So we'll be a little bit warmer come tomorrow, which is going to be the warmest day of the week. So make sure you wear loose and light colored clothing and grab those sunglasses because plenty of sunshine will be with us for tomorrow. However, we are going to start to cool things down a little bit and starting to add some changes by Thursday, but still going to be trending warmer than normal. But this lower pressure system is something I'm really keeping a close eye on because that's expected to move in the desert southwest come this weekend, and it will be bringing us some changes like even cooler temperatures, breezier conditions, and maybe some rain opportunities. I'll get to that in just a moment, but the next 3 days, 90s will be sticking around for at least the work week. We will have 98 degrees for our Wednesday, 94 for Thursday, and then cooling things down a little bit for Friday, 91, and notice we'll have some partly cloudy skies with us Thursday and Friday, but we're looking to stay pretty dry for the time being. But we do have higher rain chances going into Saturday, 30% chance. Nothing really changed from yesterday, but there are still some uncertainties. Not really sure how much rain could be possible or impactful for our weekend. I'll be bringing more details, of course, as we get closer. So again, still a lot of uncertainties there, but there is a chance there. We're sitting again at a 30% chance. We will see with that as we get to